What's up, Facebook? If you've seen my recent posts or my recent Facebook Lives, I've been talking about an online coaching experience called enLIGHTen. Okay, now this is something myself and Samantha Lynn are teaming up in, and I'm super excited, right, because of the things that you're going to learn, okay? I sat down with Samantha. Well, I didn't sit down. We got on the phone, and we talked about what is the most powerful subject that you can teach. What do you feel supreme confidence? What have your people seen the most results from, right? And I can say without a doubt for myself, talking about breaking through beliefs, right? Breaking old habits and thought patterns and creating a more purpose-driven lifestyle is my lane, right? Because I'm doing that myself. All right, I'm going to tell you guys in a minute my story and how I got into coaching, and ever since I've gotten into this personal development, spirituality, and transformational material, where my life has went. And a big part is because I dedicated to living a life of service and a life of purpose, which required, if I wanted to be successful, a deep understanding of core beliefs, a deep understanding of helping people, of building people, right? I'll talk about that in a little bit, but what we're going to talk about, and I wrote them here to the left because I wanted to say it exactly how he wrote it because I love it. We're going to be talking about developing your intuition and self-trust. Okay, so this is something that will give you a supreme confidence, right? When you can trust your own decision, when you can trust your inner guidance, right? When you don't feel like you need validation outside of yourself and you can trust yourself. Okay, number 2, self-love and healthy relationships. This is something Samantha is really going to be taking the lead on. Okay, self-love and healthy relationships. She is a self-love and relationship expert. She actually specializes in relationship coaching. Okay, so whether you're in a relationship, intimate or not, or you want to improve friendships, or this is something, it could be a family member, right? So whatever it is, you cannot develop a deep relationship, a loving relationship, if you don't have self-love, right? If your cup is not full, think about it like this. If I had a glass right here and I started filling it up with water, filling it up with love, I can only share the amount of love I contain with others. And if that's not all the way full, I am incapable of giving love or developing connection or having good relationships to the capacity in which I'm full myself. Right, so this one thing here will affect all of your relationships. So very excited for that. Third one is releasing the past. I'm going to be taking the lead on this one. And releasing the past, we're going to talk about any regret that you may be holding on to, any guilt that you may be holding on to, any anger that you may be holding on to, right? All of these things in our lives, guilt, anger, negativity, doubt, whatever it may be, they affect us on an energetic, vibrational level. Okay, what that means is if you're not dealing with something, a trauma, or what you perceived as a trauma, or even something that just is doubt and limiting and is not conducive to growth, if you don't deal with that, then you are incapable of reaching the next level. There's nowhere to put the traumatic emotional blocks that are created. They will find a way to express themselves, right? Whether that's in bad habits, whether that's in addictions, right? Or whether that's in a disease. Okay, majority of dis-ease becomes from the emotional body first, right? So it's about releasing the past and then discovering and revealing what's already there. That's the beautiful part. Most people think, oh, law of attraction, success, goals, this and that. I have to go, I have to get, I have to receive, I have to become. We're over here saying, look, you already are. You were born complete. You were born whole. You have it all. And then you started taking on these layers of things that aren't you, these things that slowed you down, that nudged you off, didn't knock you off, but nudged you off your path. And now we can identify those things because it's very hard to see the forest when you're inside the trees, right? This is why mentorship, coaching is so valuable. It's why I have a coach. It's why Samantha has a coach. And it's why we're paying it forward. Okay, the fourth, breaking limiting beliefs and developing purpose-driven habits. Okay, this is my area. This is my favorite thing to talk about. So I'm going to teach you guys the structure of a belief, right? How beliefs form, how they're structured, right? How they continue to perpetuate themselves. And once you have that understanding, you'll be able to choose and identify beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with beliefs that allow you to succeed. This will affect you financially, right? Beliefs around money. Most people, if I ask them about money, hey, what did you hear growing up? They're going to say money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, and their subconscious beliefs will boil up, right? So this is going to affect your finances. This can affect your self-image. This is going to affect your productivity. This is going to affect how smart you think you are. Everything is around beliefs. The whole dynamic of our personality is it's fundamentally begins with beliefs. Why? Because belief create emotion and thoughts. Emotion and thought lead to action. Action leads to result. So you can't walk up to a lemon tree and say, hey, please give me a lime. You have to deal with the root, right? So we're going to dive into the root. So this is an intensive program. It's over 4 weeks. Okay, we're only taking 12 people. That's 7 plus 5, 12. We're taking 12 people. All the 12 that are involved, the people that do lock in spots, are going to get an enlightenment package, we're calling it, right? So you're getting books, you're getting audios, you're getting a daily habit checklist, you're getting a crystal, which is going to be specifically attuned to what you need, right? Which is just another tool energetically to help you expand. And we're going to give you a lot of surprises in that kit. You're going to have 24-hour access to us. And we're really just going to dump ourselves, right? We're just going to pour ourselves into you for these 4 months in a completely transformative online enlightening experience, okay? That's what we want to create for you guys. So it's interview style, okay? Because we have to protect our energy and time just as much as we want to protect yours. So to ensure that, number one, you have to be 100% willing to grow and 100% willing to change. You have to go through our 2-step interview process, where our goal, and so far we're projected to interview about 50 people. Of the 50, we're going to reduce it to 12. We're going to pick 12, right? So the person coming to the group, be prepared to give to the group, but make a dedication. If you want to make a good impression, if you want to lock in a spot, then tell us and assure us that you're ready to change, okay? Because we're not here to change you. We're here to present something to you so you can go take action, so you can go make the change. Right, so this is one of the most exciting group experiences I've ever been a part of. I'm honored to share a stage with Samantha Lynn. She's incredible. She's absolutely amazing. She's absolutely changed my life when it comes to relationships and when it comes to being authentic and communicating. She called me out one time so hard. I'm not going to talk about it here. And real quick, this is going to be probably a 10-minute video. I'm going to go for 3 more minutes. I want to tell you guys my quick story on how I got into coaching. Okay, so when I left my previous business venture, I was actually the number 1 earner and the number 1 sales representative in that company out of about 3,000 people. And I enjoyed it, but I wasn't fully passionate about it. There's aspects to it which I was passionate about, but there's parts to it which I would prefer not to experience. So I asked myself this: what do I want to do that I would love in its entirety? What should I do? What can I do that 100% of it is representative and reflective of who I am and is exciting, and I can wake up and look forward to every single part. So I cut off my income. I left that company. I had no projected income coming in. And I asked myself, what do you want to do that you would love in its entirety? And I started putting out content. I started realizing that the only reason I was successful in my previous ventures is because of the self-work I did and the self-work I helped translate, and I helped other people understand, and I helped build those people, right? That was the most value that I received, and the most fulfillment that I received was building people, was investing in people, was being present, listening, and helping people, right? So I started doing that with no expectation, and that's one thing I'm going to talk about in our breaking limiting belief workshop. So, that's what I realized. I realized that's what I need to do. So I created a Facebook group. I created some spoken word videos. And I really started putting my voice out there. I got on Facebook Lives. I started just calling people once a week, random people on Facebook, and just helping and seeing where I can support and being of service. And that's when I really realized how valuable service is. Now, one day, someone who's very close to me now, who I didn't know at the time, was struggling and they wanted to end their life. They had a handful of pills, and they were at the beach, and they wanted to just take the pills and walk off and call it a day. During that moment, the car audio system, the radio, turned on. It turned itself on. It was a miracle story. This is how I got involved in coaching, officially. So the radio turns on, and a song comes on. The first lyrics to that song are, "You should stay a little bit longer." Right? That person starts laughing, looks up, says, "You gotta be kidding me. I gotta stay longer, this is too hard." In that moment, that person got a message from me, an email from me. That email was entitled, "I'm excited to die." Within the context of the email, it said, yes, when you leave this earth plane, you can leave behind your doubts, your worries, your limitations, right? Your illusions of lack, of scarcity, of separation, because you become your higher self again. You become united with all that is. But you don't have to leave Earth to experience that right now. And that person connected with that message and reached out to me and said, hey, I want you to coach me. I said, with what? Like I said, I had no expectation. That one person and their experience of us working together completely changed my life. And I looked at the results. I looked at that person's results. I looked at my personal fulfillment. And I said, this is what I need to be doing for the rest of my life. Hands down. On a micro level. Yes, I want to do things on a macro level. Yes, I want to build, these big businesses. Well, not even big business. I have big dreams. But nothing is bigger than what I can do with an individual. And I can affect on that micro level. So I decided to open up personal coaching. And now here we are. Right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Message me. You can actually join the group for free. You can be a part of the 4-month grouping experience. You can be part of enLIGHTen for free if you like this post, comment, and share it. Now, if you do that, those 3 things, like, comment, share, then message myself or Samantha Lynn and tell us why you deserve to get a free spot. And by tomorrow night, this is Monday, tomorrow night, Tuesday, tomorrow evening, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, we're going to announce the winner by best reason why, most moving, touching reason why, who we feel deserves the spot. So like, comment, share, you can get a free spot. Okay, we'll announce by tomorrow. Moving forward, we'll reach out to everyone else, right, that has expressed interest or that didn't win, and we can start setting up the interview process and seeing if this is a good fit for you. So thank you so much for watching the video. And if you have any questions or if you're interested, shoot me a text and we will go from there. So thank you, and we'll talk soon.